We'll begin our tour of the iPads by taking a look at older models of the iPad, such as the iPad 2 or iPad 3. We'll see that these older models have much in common with Apple's newest tablets. All models of the iPad have a home button. We use this button to activate the iPad or to return to a home screen of apps on the iPad. In later videos, we'll see other uses for this home button. Just below the home button, we see the dock connector. We use this to charge the iPad or to connect to other devices or iPad accessories. Newer models of the iPad, including the iPad mini, use a different type of connector. We'll take a look at that connector later in the video. To the right of the home button and the connector, we find the speaker. And continuing along the right-hand side of the iPad, we come to the volume control and the side switch. We'll learn more about the side switch in a later video. Just around the corner is the sleep-wake button. In a later video, we'll see how you can use the home button and the sleep-wake button to take snapshots of your iPad screen. As we take a look at the top edge of this iPad, you'll notice there's a black plastic strip that runs along the edge. The iPad comes in one of two antenna types, Wi-Fi only or Wi-Fi plus 3G, 4G. Wi-Fi only means you can only connect through Wi-Fi networks. Wi-Fi plus 3G, 4G means that you can also connect through cellular networks, using the same cell towers that cell phones use. That black plastic strip is a quick way to tell the two models apart. All models of the iPad have a microphone along the top edge. All models of the iPad have a front-facing camera, used for video conferencing with apps such as Skype or FaceTime. Continuing our tour along the top edge, we come to the headphone jack or headphone port. You can use any standard set of headphones or earbuds with this audio port. You can also connect external speakers, so you can share audio content with others. Near the top left edge of this iPad, you'll find the SIM tray. There's a tiny card in this tray that allows the iPad to connect to cellular networks, such as AT&T or Verizon in the US. There's a similar card inside your cell phone. And we complete our tour of this model of the iPad back where we began, at the home button and the connector. In later videos, we'll see how to attach accessories to this connector. Let's turn our attention now to later models of the iPad, including the iPad mini. The iPad mini has features and functions similar to larger iPad models. iPads have a 9.7-inch screen. The mini has a 7.9-inch screen, so 9.7 versus 7.9. The iPad mini and the iPad 4 and later models of the iPad use a new type of connector. On the left, you see Apple's original 30-pin connector, and on the right, the new 8-pin connector. This is Apple's new Lightning connector, designed for the thinner profile of Apple's latest models. The iPad mini has dual speakers, one on either side of the Lightning connector. And just above that Lightning connector, we see the common home button. The iPad mini uses separate volume up and volume down controls, unlike the single button on other iPads. And just to the right, or above the volume controls, we see the side switch. Coming into view on the corner of the iPad, we see the sleep-wake button. Most covers for the iPad will sleep and wake the iPad as you open or close the cover. Now we can see the front side camera or FaceTime camera there on the white bezel of the iPad, and just below that, the microphone. And on the top left corner of the iPad mini, the headphone port. Let's complete our tour of the iPad by flipping one over. and taking a look at the ports, connectors, and buttons from the back side. See if you can identify these items before I label them on the screen. Yes, that black button is the sleep-wake switch. But what's that just above it? That's right, that's the back camera or rear-facing camera for taking pictures and videos. Two more features are coming up. See if you can name them before I show the labels. No matter which model of Apple's marvelous tablet you own, these lessons will help you to become more comfortable and more competent with your iPad.